Hello, world. ZiggyNo back with a comparison of pop grading services to PSA grading services in regards to Funko Pop grading. So, in this video, we are going to look at the registration process, the grading process, the results, the physical holding the pop and what's it look like and feel like, and all that stuff, and the pros and cons overall. And then I'm going to give you my opinion on which grading service I'll be using moving forward and why. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Love your feedback on this. I will make a comment. This is being made on January 2023. I have graded with both companies, PSA and with Pop Grading. So again, I'll be sharing those results with you. Let's go ahead and start with, trying to think how we do this. Probably going to show you PSA first. We'll go over this, and then I'm going to go to the website and walk through this with you so you'll see this as well. And then I'll also come out and show you the physical pop. So registration process. I will say PSA is a very mature website. You'll see this in the demonstration. They have a large database of pops in there that pretty much pre-populates for you. I will say I did not see my Funko Pops in the pop count. They're not displaying yet. That just might be there's not many in there, but that's one thing people talk about PSA is the pop account, how many population of the item that are graded are in there. I did not see that. I also mentioned, I'll show this in the video, there's a shipping address issue where the address given has an issue when I go to the postal service. It does ship to the right place, but anyway, I'll share that with you later on. Total cost is $39 for grading, $20 for return shipping, plus your shipping there. So that depends, between 70 and 80 bucks. I have 40 and 20, right? 39, 59. So roughly 70 to 80 bucks to ship and receive your PSA pop graded. Grading process, we'll go through this. It's dashboard only. It's the same process they use for the cards. You get email notifications if they need to contact you for any reason, but that's about it. And it takes about 30 plus days. I've had 3 grades go in with them, 30 plus grades, longer on the autograph authentication, which I'll talk about a little bit on this. Also, autograph authentication has an additional fee we'll talk about as well. Results, strong, sturdy case, small sports card label, we'll talk about that. Stackable, 8.5 is the highest grade I received of the 3 Funko Pops I had graded. No grading notes. And I say that because PSA never gives you grading notes. There's no grading notes on the Pops. And it's kind of interesting because you do get grading notes from their competitor, which I'll talk about. Pros and cons, autograph authentication. That is a huge pro. One of the only companies right now that does autograph authentication of the Funko Pop is PSA with the PSA DNA process. I've heard others will be, but at the time this has been recorded, that is a major advantage of PSA. Also, the PSA brand, it's got a name brand. I don't know if it has a resale value yet. We'll see. One thing I noticed is they charge $10 for auto grade, not the auto authentication process. That's additional, I think 20 something bucks, but just to get the grade of the auto is 10 bucks, which I thought to myself, that's ridiculous. If they charge you 10 bucks just to grade the auto and cards, people would throw up. Like, why are they charging $10 for a grade, an opinion of the autograph? Not the authenticity of the autograph, just the opinion of the autograph. PSA does bill when completed. That can be considered an advantage or disadvantage, depending on how you look at this, and we'll talk about that as well. Let's go ahead. I'm going to pause and show you the physical pop, and we'll talk about that. Okay, so first one, maybe not the first, but one of the first ones I did was this Bob Ross. It is the royalty, which means it's only 999 of these made. Actually less, not important. And then you can see the sticker there with the grade. This is just having the pop authenticated. I do think it's interesting you have those spaces at the top, which happens to be the same as the label space. And the label is the same as a card label, right? It's not covering these spots. And it's kind of bland. I thought they could have done something better with this, but they went with a PSA brand, PSA label. On the back is a little barcode. When I scanned that, I did not get anything coming up. You guys can scan it yourself, see if anything comes up. I'll try it later on. Get my fingerprints on it, but you can see, you can see all parts of the Funko Pop. Very sturdy case. I'm looking, it's not bad. I would say if I was going to break it, I'd break it from the top because of that little area there. It looks pretty airtight. I don't know if it's waterproof. It's ultraviolet. It stacks. I like the PSA on the top there. Again, when I first got it, I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. I could do this. I could grade these. And, for the price, you're looking at roughly, like I said, 75 bucks a pop to grade with shipping and stuff. If you do the right ones, I think you can make money on it. That's why I graded the NFT ones that are already low mint. We're going to go ahead, go back, and I'll show you next the pop grading services. Actually, I want to complete the PSA review here. You can go to the website. I will leave a link below for PSA. It's basically Funko grading. You get information about the service. I hate that mouse over capability. Anyway, not all pops are created equal. Again, I'm not going to read this all to you. Encapsulation of the pop. There is UV protection. Here's the Otani. I think it's interesting. There's a 10. I have not seen many 10s. These things are hard to grade. I'm not gonna lie to you. Security, preservation, presentation, autograph and dual grading service. Again, they have that as well. Here's a quick snapshot of the pricing. Okay, $39 for just grading, $64. So what's that? 25 bucks more for the autograph authentication. I'll be honest, as a card guy, I think that seems fair to me for an autograph authentication. What I think is ridiculous is it's $10 more to get the auto grade. And by the way, I did do that with one of my pops. I did the Mike Tyson. I paid extra. I paid the $74 of the whole, shabam service. And I thought to myself, why did I pay to get the autograph graded? Like, what if it came back a 9? Then you have a 9 grade on there. So I don't know if I'd do that. I don't like that pricing model. Let's see. If we go to submit, I already have an account. I'll just quickly show you this. You go here, click submit, start process. I mention this because you can grade by one Funko or a case of Funkos. I don't know if there's a bulk discount with Funkos and this side, but I do believe Pop Grading Service has a bulk discount, and you'll see that in a moment. But that is one thing I'd mention here. Again, the process here, let's walk through a little bit of this. Click the next button. You can see I'm selecting right now, grade only, grade and authentication, grade service. I'm just gonna do pop only, hit the next button. Only one option, declared value up to $5,000, pricing $39. And then here you come in and you put in your Funko. Scotty Television Star Trek. And I'm just selecting this as an example. You hit save. Or declared value, put $100. The database here is very robust. It's easy to fill this out. You see that it's charging, or it's next page. I think you'll see it charges for the shipping. You're putting submission notes. Next page. Yeah, so you can see the shipping and insurance, $20 back. I never did multiples. I always did singles. So I don't know what they charge for shipping if you're doing multiples. I don't have the answer to that. Okay, that being the case, I'm going to now take us over to upgrading services. Upgrading services. So, registration. I'm going to tell you right now, web process not as mature. Not as mature. You'll see this when I go through their website, but I still like what they're offering. It's a little kludgy. They offer different services. I think that's part of it. PSA is offering so many different things, right? They grade cards, packs, autographs, and Funko Pops. Pop Grading Services does many Funko things, and you'll see that. But I would have said that the not as mature. The payment in this includes the shipping label to and from. So you get, at the end of this process, they're going to email you a shipping label. So the cost is $39 for the shipping or for the grading. And then it's roughly $41 for me for tax and shipping from where I was for my Funko. Now, yours will probably vary. So it's in that $70 to $80 range, similar to PSA, right? Again, it will vary. Mine was exactly $81. Now, I know when you do multiples, I believe there's a quantity discount as well. I forget what it is. It might vary. I forget what it is, but you'll see that in the process, I think. Grading process, you get email notification on, your pop's been received. Here's your shipping label. When it's done, you get a note, you get an email when it's done as well. They have a white glove and authentication option. So you can use these guys to authenticate pops. Like if you're going to pick up a pop before you buy it, you take a picture of the box and send it to them, and they'll give you fast service on if it's authentic or not. And I don't know much about it, but there's more to their ability. They have a white glove which will call you and talk you through and answer any questions for you. You're going and grading your pop or pops. Turnaround time was less than 30 days. I don't know if I mentioned this. A PSA was more than 30 days. So this was under 30 days, a little faster on the turnaround time. And that was for the base $39 grading. Results, strong, sturdy case, great label. I really like the label of prop grading service a lot more than a PSA. You'll see that. Stackable. The highest I got back so far is an 8.5 as well. Another major thing I like is grading notes. They send you an email and you can see the notes on why the pop graded, the way it graded. I really, really like that. So pros and cons: autograph authentication service not available currently. They do not do autograph authentication. They're looking to partner with, I think it's, I don't want to say the wrong name and make a mistake, but they're looking to partner for authentication of autographs, which I like. But currently, as of the video, that does not exist. So if I want to do autograph on a Funko, I'm still using PSA for that. Shipping and payment is together. So when you fill out the registration process, you pay for the grading, you pay for your shipping there and back. So everything's paid for up front. I kind of like that. That way I'm done. And when I get my Funko Pop or it's done grading, I have to pay anything else and the shipping's been taken care of. Also, here's another cool thing. They return whatever it is that you wrap your Funko Pop in, a hard sleeve, a capsule, whatever it might be. They return that to you in your shipping, which I think is amazing, to be honest with you. I think that's amazing they do that. PSA keeps whatever you ship to them. Customer service was great as far as emails, text messages. I had questions about the website. I had a snafu with my junk mail filter, taking the label. Just very, very happy. They also have these capsule cases that you'll see on the website. You don't have to go through the grading. It's kind of like a self capsule. You can have them make the label for you, and you'll see that. And then they ship the label and the slab to you, and then you encapsulate your Funko Pop on your own. No grade, just encapsulation. So really, really kind of dug this. Let's go ahead and take a second, and I'm going to show you. Well, actually, let's go to their website first, and then I'll show you the Funko Pop. Their website. Okay, here we go. Popgradingservices.com. I will tell you right now, this, in my opinion, is a poor example because you cannot see the base there. You see that it's a little different. You don't understand that base is actually better, in my opinion. You don't see that you have it in hand. Patent pending case, skid proof feet. I like that. A QR code with full grading report. I like that. Their code works. I like that. Who they are, legit service. A lot of great information about these guys. These guys have been around. They were grading pops before PSA started grading pops. I like the people behind it. You can do all the searches on who they are. I'm not a pop person, but these guys are real pop people. So shop, I just tell you real quickly, they have these soft cases. Is that right? Oh, coming soon. Here's the one I want to show you, the capsule. Here's a capsule. It's basically the case for your Funko Pop, but they take Cousin Eddie and then they engrave in here. This is all engraved here. So it comes, the movies, Cousin Eddie, prototype, whatever. So you tell them that and they send this case to you and you put your capsule, your case in there. And it's not graded, but custom engraved metal plaque, shipping and handling, not included in this capsule. And what is this one? I forget how much it is. $19.99 just for that. Shipping cost extra. Okay, that makes sense. Now here, I'll just say about the Kludgy site, you got to pay your services, you get grading services, and you come over here and you add this to your cart. So you see they have several different levels. I'll be honest, I've only used the economy. I have not used traditional or express or white glove. So I can see why you might, if you're a Funko master, Funko person who's doing big Funkos. And I don't know. I just don't understand Funkos that yet. Well, yeah, to me, I'm just doing the NFTs. But for me, this one, again, you can add here. Just sign in into the client area to add this to your cart. Is this going to work for me? I think it's going to work for me. Let's see if it adds to my cart. For my checkout, proceed to checkout. And then you go over here and I'll just show you. So here's where you edit their thing. You put the name in, like you might have to put in here, Scotty. Well, I don't think Scotty comes up in theirs. I had to manually put it in. Oh, there it is. There's this one. But they don't have the Scotty, the NFT. So I had to put the number of the item in. It was number 19, the pop line also. I had to manually put that in. There's one difference I'll say is, like I said, PSA is a little more up to date on their interface. These guys are a little bit they're smaller, I guess I'd say. A little different interface, right? But again, not hard to do. Customer service, I think, was great. You can see shipping, tax. Shipping is going to be both ways. I think that's roughly $20 at that level. I forget how they do shipping. I think after the first one, it's $70 per. And again, I'm not going to complete this order. I do want to show you one other quick thing here. And that is, this is my first order. You can see view graded item. Got an 8.5. I think this is pretty darn cool. So they have a picture of the item. Here's the front. Here's the back. Here it is. With the grading notes, bottom, left scratch, 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 rough mark. All that stuff's there, man. That's pretty cool. It also tells you how many pieces, right? The label, the number, the cert number. I'm pretty stoked. I like that a lot. Let me actually stop. Pull the video up here. We'll stop the share. And I'll pull the pop-up. So here we go. This is and you can see how that label, I mean, that label is a sharp label. When you're spinning on that one thing, you don't even see that label. And I think they're doing different colors as well. Don't quote me on that, but I think that label's damn cool, man. And on the back, you've got the barcode, right? They've got feet. Now I'll say the feet, no slide. You can't see through that. That I understand they're working on doing a transparent one. You can see they got their insignia on the bottom instead of where PSA's got theirs on the top. They're just smooth on the top. Everything else, and I really like this a lot. Like it to be a 10. I like it to be maybe gold label 10s. I don't know, but I think that's pretty freaking cool. I think it's a really, I mean, they both are very solid cases. Both are stackable. So big, big, big fan of that. Let's look at the final results. So final results summary, pop grading services. I'll be leveraging pop grading services for most of my grading. What I mean by that is unless it's autographed, I'm going to send everything to pop grading services. I like the responsiveness. I love the grading notes. I mean, the grading notes are probably the number one reason I'm going to go with pop grading services. Okay. I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't, because I've always complained about sports cards who don't give you the grading notes. And here you got pops that are doing that. I really like that. The responsiveness to customer service is great. They're a smaller company. I'm giving them, they don't have the same robust database and the same website that PSA has. I understand that. I expect that will change. I expect that's going to get better. And I also expect as that website gets better, customer service will probably drop off. But the grading notes are key, man. Key. Total cost. It also comes down to cost. And they have definitely total cost of ownership because as you ship them more, they cut the cost on shipping and they return your cases. That is a huge benefit. So if you want to be shipping them in the hard cases, the hard pop cover things or whatever, or capsules, and get those back, you don't have to pay for that over and over. So total cost of ownership alone, pop grading services is better. So there's two things right there: grading notes and total cost of ownership. Experience. They tell you who their leaders are. They tell you who's doing the Funko grading. They tell you about the company. You don't know any of that stuff at PSA. You have no idea who's doing the grading. It's again, it's back to wizards in a magic, castle grading your Funko Pops. That I just don't like that. Another thing I like, I mentioned this, is Funko grading submitter / affiliate. There's an opportunity in this market space to do that. I'm actually talking to Pop Grading Service. Again, I already plan to be grading my own NFT Funko Pops, and I like some sport Funko Pops. So I'm thinking about setting up at some local shows and becoming a Funko Pop grading subber affiliate. Let's see, I'll stop the share. I'll take one more moment and show you both these cases side by side. I think it's important to show you that they both are around the same height. Same width. be cool maybe to someday do like a brutal test on the two, like get two Funko Pops I don't really like a lot and drop them in the water. But I really like these Funkos too much to do it to these two. I like Bob Ross here, and I like my Spock. This Spock? No, this is Scotty. Scotty. I'm sorry, Scotty and Bobby. Scotty and Bobby here. So hope you enjoyed this review of pop grading services versus PSA. Again, I'll probably redo this again, maybe in 6 months to a year, and update on my channel how I'm doing with pop grading. If you're interested in grading pops and you haven't already, feel free to DM me, leave a message down below. I can either get you in touch with a pop grading service and walk you through the process. Hopefully this video will help you, or maybe help be a sub to you or something. I don't know. We'll figure a way to help you get your pop graded. I think it doesn't make sense to send me a pop though in the mail and then me to get it graded and send it back to you, because then you're shipping it twice. That's why I'm thinking about doing this at shows, where I go to show and then gather a bunch of people's Funko Pops and then ship them once and then ship them individually to people later on. But anyway, just an idea, because I think, again, I'm excited. Like what these things do, man. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe.